Discovery in Milwaukee, Jeffrey Dahmer was a troubled young man.
It just seemed to me that he was so lost that I felt real strongly, always like something very tragic was going to happen.
Marty Schmidt was a high school friend of Jeffrey Dahmer. It's clear high school was a traumatic time for Dahmer. He's remembered as a teenager who had already developed a habit for drinking and a penchant for the outrageous. And if school was problematic, so too was his home life. His parents, Lionel and Joyce Dahmer, were embroiled in a bitter divorce with allegations of mental illness and extreme cruelty tossed back and forth. Jeffrey, meanwhile, was off to Ohio State University to study business. His freshman roommate says it soon became apparent that Dahmer was a loner and a drinker.
The alcohol seemed to be something that would set him off.
After just 6 months, Dahmer called it quits and joined the Army, with stints first in Alabama, then Texas, off to Germany, and finally to South Carolina, where he was discharged. Back in Milwaukee, Dahmer in the early 80s reportedly began to have problems with the law, the most serious in 1988 when he was charged with second-degree sexual assault for persuading a 13-year-old boy to pose nude for $50. By the spring of 1990, there is clear evidence that Dahmer's father believed his son needed professional help, but was not getting proper treatment. Lionel Dahmer writing a Milwaukee judge that, quote, the same situation may ensue which existed in a prior conviction. Alcohol abuse, again, seemed to be a major concern. From his high school days until the grisly discovery in Milwaukee, Jeffrey Dahmer was a troubled young man. And while many of his problems were apparent, no one was able to fathom the depth of his desperation or his sickness. As reporters and investigators now probe every detail of Jeffrey Dahmer's past, it is the present that's taken the toll on Dahmer's family. Witness the note tacked to the front door of his 87-year-old grandmother's house asking that she be left alone.
This orgy is over. Throughout the trial that found him sane, grief-stricken families of the 15 men and boys Dahmer killed and mutilated held their peace. But today, before the sentencing, they had their day in court.
Did you ever stop to think that this is someone's brother, nephew, uncle, cousin, grandson, or just someone's friend?
I hope you can deal with what you've done. I'm trying hard to. You almost destroyed me, but I refuse to let you destroy me. I will carry on.
He destroyed the baby of the family, and I hope you go to hell.
Only the sister of Errol Lindsay was unable to contain her rage.
I don't want to ever see my mother have to go through this again.
After a brief recess, Dahmer addressed the court for the first time.
I didn't ever want freedom. Frankly, I wanted death for myself. This was a case to tell the world that I did what I did not for reasons of hate. I hated no one. I knew I was sick or evil or both. Now I believe I was sick.
Though he accepted the blame for his barbaric crimes, cannibalizing, even crudely lobotomizing some of his victims, Dahmer nonetheless asked for forgiveness.
I should have stayed with God. I tried and failed and created a Holocaust. And if I could give my life right now to bring their loved ones back, I would do it. I am so very sorry. I deserve whatever I get because of what I have done.
Everything unraveled on the 22nd of July, 1991. Tracy Edwards, one of Dahmer's intended victims, managed to escape the apartment in handcuffs. He flagged down 2 Milwaukee police officers and led them back to Dahmer's residence. Inside, investigators discovered photographs of dismembered bodies, a human head in the refrigerator, and multiple containers filled with acid and remains. The apartment was a real-life house of horrors. Dahmer confessed in graphic detail to all 17 murders. The public was both horrified and morbidly fascinated. At trial, his defense argued he was insane, but in February 1992, the jury found him legally sane and guilty on all counts. He received 15 consecutive life sentences. The media dubbed him the Milwaukee Monster. On the 28th of November, 1994, Jeffrey Dahmer was beaten to death by another inmate at Columbia Correctional Institution. He was 34 years old. His crimes continue to inspire countless documentaries, books, and films, a dark testament to the depths of human depravity. What drives a person to become a monster? If you found this story as chilling as we did, subscribe for more true crime documentaries and hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching.